Hi, everybody. This is Darren Dunlop with the Fargo Moorhead West Fargo Chamber of Commerce. I am honored today to be joined by Mike Amundsen, who is the Executive Director of West Fargo Events. Mike, thank you very much for joining us today.
Hey, thank you so much for the time. I welcome the opportunity to chat about what's going on in West Fargo.
Well, we are very much looking forward to this conversation. So, Mike, West Fargo Events, could you please explain to our viewers today what it is and what you guys do at West Fargo Events?
Yeah, West Fargo Events was a community nonprofit that was started by some civic leaders that wanted to have a direct and intentional impact on quality of life here in West Fargo. So the city, the school district, the park district, some community members at large, and a developer got together and they formed this idea to start a nonprofit that would then try to impact, how it is to live in West Fargo. So they're doing things like building new plaza spaces and city-owned amenities as well as school district-owned amenities together, and then we're utilizing those for community programming. So the real long story short there, of course, it took many years to form the nonprofit and to get status taken care of and everything, but we're an organization that tries to make a very intentional impact on quality of life in West Fargo.
So with that, you talked about the event space. Now, if I understand correctly, there's two different spaces that you guys will be operating. So one has been in play for a little over a year, the POW MIA Plaza on Cheyenne. And then you've got a new one that's going to be opening very soon called the Lights Entertainment District. Could you explain a little bit about each of those?
Yes, so starting with the POW MIA Plaza, it is sponsored by the West Fargo VFW. It's a city-owned space, and our capacities down there are anywhere between 300 and 500 people, depending on setups and things like that. It's a nice open plaza space, great for concerts, small community events. We do a downtown Halloween trick-or-treat street and all sorts of events with the West Fargo DBA, in fact, and we do a lot of partnership down there with local businesses, and we run community events, like I said earlier, and it's all about impacting quality of life here in West Fargo. So it's a neighborhood park as well as a rentable community space. Getting to the Lights, that's a little larger venue, so we have a capacity of about 4,000 there when everything rolls around here, and that's going to be a little bit more versatile. We're going to be able to host large-scale concerts, big farmers markets, vendor shows, you name it. Any idea that you can dream up that where you need a large outdoor space, we're going to be the home for that.
I can't imagine a more trying time to be opening an events facility and operating another one. With the COVID-19 pandemic that we've got going on, have you been able to utilize the space? Have you been using like contingency plans? I know that you've got to do social distancing and those sort of things, but have you been able to do anything as far as utilizing the space so far this spring?
Yeah, luckily we've got some great staff that are extremely creative, much better than I. But we've done a few events so far, and we've got plans for a lot more. One of our examples is we teamed up with AFGO, and we've done parking ramp bingo at the Lights, and that's been very, very well received. It's all social distancing. People don't get out of their cars. We space them one parking space apart, and we run bingo on over Zoom, and it's a great event. We're hoping to have a lot more of them coming up here soon. And, we're also coming up with the appropriate contingency plans for being able to still have our family fun nights and movie nights, but just finding new ways and different ways to allow people to interact. Some of those do involve, just masking tape boxes on the ground where, we ask people to just stay within your radius, but other things that we can do is just finding ways to avoid how many times we touch the same space as other people, wearing masks and doing all those appropriate things that the Department of Health and the local government is asking us to do. And then we just find ways around those challenges. There's nothing that we can't do, without just a little bit of extra brain power.
Trust me, I need extra brain power. If you have an event that provides extra brain power, please let me know and I will make sure that I attend that. Mike, when we had talked, one of the things I really was interested in, you talked about conducting a bike safety course. And would you please fill in our folks about what you've got planned for that?
Yes, unfortunately, last summer we had a few kids in West Fargo that were tragically injured in motor vehicle accidents. And West Fargo Events, along with the city of West Fargo and the park district and the school district, we all want to do something about this to make a positive impact there. So we are working to put together a bike safety rodeo. Initially, it was going to be early June, but it looks like our distancing guidelines aren't really going to fit with that. So we're going to push it a little bit. We're going to go back to July 20th. And what we're hoping to do here is not only give away bike helmets, which is kind of a natural one, but encourage bicycle safety for kids, letting kids interact a little bit with our civic heroes from the police and the fire departments. We'll have a obstacle course that they'll go around along with the civic heroes so that they have some comfort with those people, as well as those reinforcing those positive habits. And then we'll also have plenty of safety information available. And like I said, some bike tune-ups. So all of that goes into bicycle safety, whether we're talking about brakes or wearing helmets. And we got to make sure that everyone's equipped and has the right knowledge to safely travel on the sidewalks and streets so that we can prevent these accidents rather than have to deal with them after.
Mike, you had mentioned that these are community spaces and they're owned by the city of West Fargo. So granted, you're going to be doing a lot of different events there, but now are these spaces that are available for leasing for either corporate outings or personal outings, family groups, that sort of thing?
Of course they are. Our main focus is we want these spaces to be just like a neighborhood park for anyone. There's amenities there that are great to come check out and play with any day, but we also will offer services to be able to allow rentals and private parties to happen, whether they be corporate outings like you mentioned, or even concerts. We have stages, we have tables, chairs, all of the things that you would expect for a venue like this to have at both locations, actually. And we can certainly host any sort of events that people can hear about.
Okay, so Mike, if a corporate leader or a HR person, marketing person from a company is interested in going out and taking a look at the space and maybe discussing that with you, is it just reach out to West Fargo Events directly?
Yes, we do all of our inquiries through our website, westfargoevents.com. We do have a rentals tab on that website, and you can certainly fill out the form. It just gives us a little bit of information on what you're looking to do, and then I'll reach out directly to people to set up tours and talk about the capabilities of each space. They are both very different. One space lends itself a little bit more to being like a city park. We do have a splash pad at one of the places. We've got all sorts of fun, flexible seating, fireplaces, you name it. Another space is more of a little bit of a quaint downtown space, and it's smaller and also lends itself real nicely to small gatherings.
Now, as far as parking, now is there ample parking at both of these facilities, or should what are folks' options for that?
That's a great question. Downtown West Fargo is going through a little bit of a project right now. Parking will be solved in the near future, but as some of these new buildings and are constructed and road construction happens, we do lose a few parking spots, but everything is still accessible. One of the really nice things about the lights at the entertainment district, there was a 400 stall parking ramp that was part of this project. So we've got the 40,000 square foot plus area of the lights itself, which is the plaza space. But then we also, on the north side of that entertainment district, we do have a 400 stall parking ramp, which will really help and ease the tension with some of those large events, as well as, having the hockey rink next door. We can be a pretty busy place when things really get up and rolling.
Well, I can't wait until things get back to normal, and I'm guessing you and your team can't wait till things get back to normal so you can give this a proper launch. Now, I understand that you're going to be doing an unofficial launch at the end of June for the Lights Entertainment District. Do you want to fill folks in a little bit on that?
Yes, we are sending out invitations to all the neighborhood families and businesses to invite them to just come check out the space. And that'll be on June 25th. We're going to do a free meal along with it and just invite people to check it out. Like I said, the flexible seating is great. There's going to be games out. There's the splash pad for kids. Spray ground is a lot of fun with all the zero depth splash play for kids to take part in. So there's going to be a lot going on there, and it's going to be a fun place to just go and hang out, quite honestly. Reading a book in the sunshine is going to be awfully nice at some point when we're allowed to be, within a few feet of each other. But, the other thing to keep in mind is that eventually we are going to return to some sort of normal. And, community gatherings are very important. The social aspect of what we try to impact here is something that is so important to everyone's lives. Human beings are social creatures. We need to have that interaction. And what we're trying to do is just provide the opportunity there, whether it be through a rental of some sort or a free community event, which we do a ton of every single year. We're just trying to give people opportunity to recreate together.
Okay. Well, Mike, in closing here, I'm very excited to see the new spaces. I've seen some of the visuals, and I know that we've shared some of them on this video with folks. So what is the hope of the board of directors and yourself as to what the usage of these two state-of-the-art facilities are going to be, maybe this summer and going forward in the future?
What we're working towards is a robust, slate of programming. Both spaces are very, very versatile and can be changed over, during a day event or overnight. And so we've got family fun nights, we've got movie nights. Pause on the Plaza is a pet event that we're working on planning. Summer concert series is kind of a natural one. We're even working on food truck rallies and a community blood drive. You name it, we're trying to do something to just have a positive impact on the community.
Well, Mike, on behalf of the Fargo Moorhead and specifically West Fargo Chamber of Commerce today, I want to thank you for the work and all of the commitment of the city of West Fargo for their citizens, and for not only the citizens of West Fargo, but the citizens of our entire region. This is going to be a great opportunity for us to take advantage of the amenities. And I, for one, am looking forward to getting out there. And I know there's so many other people very anxious to get out and check out the facilities. And we can't wait until we can that we don't have to worry about social distancing, and we can go out and have fun and enjoy concerts and all of the other events that we're going to be missing currently, but they're going to be coming back. And thanks to you and your team in West Fargo, there's giving us another option for venues. So Mike, thank you guys very much. I wish you the best of luck, and I can't wait to see you on June 25th.
Thank you. We can't wait to host you.
All right, cool. Well, thank you again, Mike, and I'll look forward to talking to you very soon.
Hey, thanks for the time today.
My pleasure.